Alright. Let me explain. So, I know that I like gave a write-up of it, but the write-up might not be sufficient for properly explaining what I mean by doing pausing in sets. And this works for even, like, this is suggested for even for slow pausa. But, it's a lot more important, I think, for when you're branching into fast pausa or insta-pausa. But yeah, so what I mean by a set of 5 or a set of 7 or a set of 11, I mean like this. So you start in the pause menu, and then you pause 11 times and end in the pause menu. And those numbers specifically because you'll start facing one direction and end facing the other direction. So that the next time you start up, you're also practicing starting up facing another direction. I know it sounds kind of pointless. Trust me, it's super important. For slow pausa, it's kind of unbearable to go for more than 7, but I'll give an example of it. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. Oh, I actually messed up, so because I was facing the wrong direction. So now I'm facing down, so next pause is going to be up. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's for slow pausa. I do it a lot more for fast pausa and insta pausa, but slow pausa, this is how I'd suggest practicing it because it's so important to do this way so that you're not just mindlessly like, okay, I'm just pausing the game and whatever, and then you start autopiloting, and you're not really focusing on how it feels or getting any benefit from the practice, because if you're autopiloting, then you're not really paying attention to what things look like. So like check if you're doing frame perfect pauses while you're doing it in segments. And yeah, that's what I mean by pausing in sets. And once you can do like going for 11, because 11 is a nice target, I suggest starting with 7 or 5. 7 is a really good target for starting, but 11 is a good end goal. Once you're able to do that consistently, like you're very confident in it, like I'm just going to go and do 11, okay, that's good. I'm going to go do an 11, okay, that's good. Then is when you start to do it with a timer and reset every time you fail. But actually doing it that way, like, and focusing on all of it. But before you do that, actually, I actually forgot, there's one final step. So now I'm telling you, like, I'm suggesting to like do a set of 11 and then pause for like an entire second before you're doing another set of 11. There's a bridge, like a adjustment that you can do that really sets you up for doing it nonstop, and that's instead of pausing for an entire second, pause for the amount of time that it takes to do one pause. So I'll explain here. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that, spend time in the pause menu for the equivalent of just one pause. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, like that. 11. 1, 2, you know, try to shorten the amount of time that you're taking in between sets until there's no time in between that. That's what I'd suggest. And that's only for slow pausa. It makes a lot more sense for insta pausa because look at insta pausa, it's a lot faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is something that I still do. This isn't like completely useless shit. Like I do this when I'm warming up for pausing for an actual run. That's why I'm pausing so well today, is because I did this today. And so of course, now I'm pausing a disproportional amount after doing a full set. Again, you'd want to have the goal of only spending the equivalent of one pause timing inside the pause menu in between sets. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I messed up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god, I'm bad. Probably because I'm counting out loud. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, pause. 1, oh, I'm actually going 12. 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. Like that. This is end goal for what you want to be doing. And this is extremely, extremely, extremely beneficial warm-up and just learning in general. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest. I'm going to clip that because this is the portion in my tutorial that I neglected to do. Definitely going to do that, trying my best to get used to using your index finger. It's so weird for me. Are you going for fast pausa, which is the galloping pause I described? 1, 2, oh my god, it's hard for me to remember how to do it. I haven't done this in a real run ever, but I did learn how to do it before I did Insta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I forgot. 1, 2. Okay, I can't say this stuff out loud. Alright, I'm not warmed up with it, so I'd need to start with 7. That's really confusing for me right now. Don't worry about it. I promise I can do it. I just don't ever do this shit, so it's way, way rusty. If you are doing fast pausa, the thing that I really recommend is making sure that you are not stressing out your arm at all. I know it might seem, oh, it's just a little bit of strain. It's just a little bit of discomfort. What discomfort means is your body saying, yeah, down the line, this is gonna hurt. That's what uncomfortable means. I know it's not pain, but uncomfortable means that in the future it will be pain. So if what you're doing is uncomfortable, try to figure out how you can do it to relax. And that's why I actually suggest doing insta-pausa, and I do insta-pausa a lot differently now than how I did it in that tutorial video. My insta-pausa is way more relaxed than what I used to do, though I still do the same general hand structure I describe, and position, and holding everything. My motion is much more relaxed. I used to think I had to hold it so rigid, but it's way more relaxed now. So insta-pausa is probably the most relaxed option you could do, and I used to, like, I think even in that tutorial I used to say, don't do insta-pausa, it's not worth it. I was only saying that because I had somebody telling me that, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna suggest against people learning insta-pausa because otherwise there'll be a riot from him. But no, fuck what I said before. Insta-pausa is way better than fast pausa for reasons of how relaxed you can do it and reasons of how fast you can do it. So I would recommend it, but it is a lot of practice and it's tough. So that's the downside, is that it's really hard to do. But you know, if your goal is if you're fine with a lot of investment into learning a technique, down the line I think that insta-pausa is really rewarding. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend there. Let me mark that as a stream marker so I can turn that into a highlight. But yeah, so do you have any... I want to let you get back to lurking, but do you have any other question? I know, Super Dude, you're in the process of learning insta-pausa. Do you have any question that I can cover right now before I start up? No, don't clear chat right now, Smokey. I'm gonna unmod you. I want to see Off-Cycle saying average Kiba IQ viewers is 0 or something. Alright, I think that we can unmod Smokey. Why? Streamer, I I was joking. I wouldn't have done anything. Just having trouble finding a good way to do the pauses. Everything I've tried is just a bit uncomfortable. There will be some discomfort. Like, there's a difference between it's uncomfortable because I'm working muscles I'm not used to, and it's uncomfortable because I'm harming tendons. But I think I described that in the thing that I sent as a message. So yeah, like, I don't know, you know the feeling you get if you're doing like a push-up, but you're just holding it in the plank position, and you're just sitting there for like a minute and a half? You know that kind of burn? That's a kind of burn that just means, okay, take a step back, stretch, rest for a little bit, and that's just like a muscle pain, which is, it can be bad. Like, you can definitely develop something bad if you ignore it, but it's not like a, oh my god, I need to change my entire method, you know? The really important ones to be worried about is the, I am extending my finger a lot and that's hurting me because for some reason I'm using my joint as a pivot here, or I'm using my wrist as a pivot here instead of using like a da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But yeah, so if you might be trying to do the gallop way too fast, I'd suggest actually not worrying about getting the frame perfect pause at all for the first like little bit, trying to get used to what it feels like to do a gallop, and then change this control stick position in between the gallop. And then eventually start to like, all right, that's what it felt like to gallop for 4 button presses. Da-da, 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 that was closer to frame perfect. There was two framers. That was all frame perfect. You see what I mean? And then start to be like that sort of thing. If you're getting like lost in the movements, slow it down and do fewer in a set. But yeah, I hope that helps. MSS is a ton of... I don't want to say that it's fun, because, okay, there's nothing inherently fun about pressing the pause button a lot, right? But that's not what I mean when I say it's fun. It's super rewarding, and it's enjoyable when you get it right. So I hope that you don't end up getting too frustrated with like getting to this point, because it is really, really rewarding, especially when, like, listen to that pause sound. That sounds so good. That's how I tricked myself into loving MSS, was saying, damn, this pause is... I want to do this. This is amazing, you know, because this sounds good. This is really enjoyable for me to do. And the way that I press the buttons, everything's nice. You know what sounds way better, though? What, not doing the manual super swim? Fucking loser. Being able to skip... Yeah, exactly. Imagine Smokey. This is why you're not mod. Yeah, no problem. Wait, I just like completely brain deaded. I just like lobotomized myself when I tried to read your name again for some reason. I was like, Hippo the Ticat Tiger? Hypothetical tiger. I said it earlier. I'm a goddamn idiot. Yeah, but no problem. If you have any questions, like, I'm absolutely... Trust me, I love resetting a run to instead give somebody a tutorial, because I can't bear to see any time loss, so I'm just like, I just want to reset, let's go, reset. Give me a reason to reset the run. I would be happy to help you out in the future if you ever have another question. Alright, now I missed everybody's words. Did Super Dude end up saying something? Hand position related stuff. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't see what you were saying. Hand position related stuff. Can I give you my... this over here? Second. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to drop you, okay? You're safe. You're safe. Shh. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. No Monka S. Everything's okay. Not gonna. Oh, no, I'm joking. I joked. I'm just joking, okay? Okay. Oh no, what did I just drop? Oh, it was just my speaker. Who cares? You're looking at my phone. Don't look at it. It has a cracked screen, okay? I don't need anyone making fun of me. Alright, we're gonna get a crotch cam. Got you, base in chat. I need it now. Is this even visible? Wait a second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Look at that. It's mirrored, though, so I'm gonna fix that. 1 second, 1 second. I need a layout. Oh, yeah, look at that. I didn't even remember that I had this layout. Okay. Alright, I'm over here. Alright, let me get into a comfortable position, because I cannot do this if I'm uncomfortable. No, you're not gonna see my fucking feet. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna take this one. Should I show you guys the screen, or does it matter? I don't think it matters. So here's what I do. I actually, I cross my legs like this down here. It's not necessary, okay? I'm just talking about what's comfortable for me. And as you see, here are my knees up here. This is how I position my controller. Oh no, I'm drowning. Oh fuck. Oh god, somebody save me. Oh, you can't hear the game. How do I need to give you guys the game at least. Alright, there we go. Let me see if I can put game feed over here. No, make it small. I'm gonna make it small. No, that's not what I wanted to make small. What the fuck even is this? Get out of here. Game feed. This needs to be small. No, not moved. God, look at this scuffed ass tutorial. Scuffed as fuck. Okay. Where can I even put this where it's not cutting off anything important? But whatever. So. Yeah, this is so confusing. So, again, I put my controller, I always do it for any pause. It doesn't matter what pausing I'm doing, I always put it so that this corner here is in between my legs. Not in a weird way, guys, no got you base. And this far below my knees. That doesn't matter to you, I'm just being as descriptive as possible. The reason that I do this is because you might notice, you can't quite see, there's not any bend in my left hand when I have the left control stick elevated relative to everything else. There's no bend. I'm not doing this. See this right here? That's a big no, especially because you're moving this tendon here along this curve, and that's going to hurt in the future. Might not hurt now, but it'll hurt in the future. So you elevate this nice and relaxed like that. You can't see it, but fuck that. You know what I'm talking about. That's why I elevate it. And then for the pausing, this hand just like relaxed along my my leg like this, resting on my leg, fingers extended a little bit like that, bent like this, positioned like that, and pausing like this, like this, like this. No active. I'm not actually moving my wrists. It's nothing super active. What I'm doing is I'm going down, but when I hit the pause button, it makes this become a pivot, and that's what's making this turn right here. So pause button becomes the pivot, and then I hit the B button like that. And there's no, like this arm, you can't see it from the side. It is not like this. It is like this. Nice and relaxed. Okay? So. And you'll note I'm not moving. This is not going like this. You can see here, there's no... what's going on? Streamer! Oh my god, TOS! That's gross! Unfollow! Twitch terms of service! What the hell? It's popping? I'm not doing any of that. It's just relaxed. It looks like I'm super exaggerating it, but I'm just doing that to, like, ease the impact of hitting down. I'm not really meaning to go like this. It just kind of, like, there's no real effort on my arm to do that. This is just a way that I try to relax and relieve some of the impact of hitting down. And yeah, I think that's probably good enough, unless you wanted like a different angle. Oh no, Matt sees it. Now he knows I have arms. I told him the other day that I lost my arms. Fuck. I can't give you another angle. This is the only angle I can give. Unless if I had another hand come over and help me out. But yeah, I stress the importance of elevating the left control stick. Left control stick elevated. Because that is what lets you do this motion up down really quickly with minimal strain on the thumb. There is some that comes up over here that's just going to happen from the fact that you're using a control stick, but none of it's over here, and that's important. Oh, Leanne, you don't even know the reference. It was funny. Yeah, take that, loser. Alright, is that good, super dude? Good? Got some thumbs up? Wow, close up thumbs up, holy shit. Should I start awkwardly flexing? Alright guys, I'm gonna pick you up. Alright, let's be careful, okay? Close your eyes if you're scared. I'm not gonna drop you. Hello. We're gonna go. Maybe I should. Don't worry. You're already flexing the Zelda gamepad? A lot of points I have to move. Probably highlight it. All set? Alright, let's do some runs. Alright. Eba the vlogger. Yep, we're going on a trip, guys. It's crazy. We're all gonna go to Srazi's house. You're gonna see where she lives. When you're uploading vlogs on your YouTube channel, yeah, I'll upload that on my YouTube channel. How's that? It'll be a 2-part video, and it's gonna be, how long was that? It's going to be 2 hours of pausa tutorial, except this one's going to be after the first one, so that you can see the first one, and then immediately see this one, where I say, ignore the first one. That one sucks. I mean, don't ignore it. It still has extremely important information. It's just that I've updated my opinion on suggesting that other people learn insta-pausa. Oh wait, should I have shown the fast pausa? Or... No, it's the same thing. It's the same deal. Same deal, except instead of doing this whole with the B button and all that shit, It's the exact same hand position, and, you know, it's just like a... Just double tap it, you know? I don't think that it requires a different hand position. Same with slow pause. I do slow pause with the same hand positions. Everything is the same. It's just that insta-pausa is more complicated.